Welcome back to the King of the Course series, where you guys, the viewers, send in your SCX 24s or 24 scale builds. I run them on the indoor course competition style, and the top 3 trucks in each class take home some prizes. Today we've got a super sharp Class 3 4-wheel steering rig from Ryan in South Carolina. Check out Ryan's 4-wheel steering Injora buggy build here. This thing is super rad. I love what he's done here with the aesthetic of it. We've got these aluminum panels on it, kind of this metallic grayish blue, very sharp looking kit here. I love the aesthetic on it. You can tell right off the bat this thing has been stretched. 4-wheel steering, upgraded axles. He's done a lot to this thing. So he's done the build sheet. He sent the build sheet over via email. So let's go through this and take a look at it. Starting with the exterior of the truck. Starting with the wheels, we got these nice brass Injora beadlock wheels. 1.0 wheel. These are a sharp looking wheel. They've got this nice deep dish here. It's got some good offset to give us some extra track width on it. Nice and heavy down low. He's wrapped these in the Injora 62mm King Trekker tires and has the yellow inserts, the silicone inserts from Injora as well, the super soft inserts in here. It's a nice wheel and tire combo. I like these tires a lot. They've hooked up really well in my experience. That tire and wheel combo is mated to the Injora Pro Steer axles, front and rear. Haven't seen these on a build yet. So we've got the Pro Steer axles from Injora. These are nice and to give you some additional steering angle. Not quite to the degree that the Mias isokinetic axles do, which have a very similar setup, but still greater angle than stock for sure. He has those at both ends, being steered by Emax servos front and back as well. One of the tricky parts with these axles is that there are no aftermarket brass knuckles or anything. So it looks like for the weight down low, we're going to be relying on the heavy brass wheels, which feels like may be enough, but we'll see what the weight distribution is on this thing. Let's talk about the linkage. I had mentioned it had been stretched. So we've got a C10 rear linkage setup in the front of this truck and a deadbolt rear in the rear. So it's been lengthened quite a bit over the standard C10 wheelbase that this kit is made for, which gives it a really long wheelbase here. He's utilized the stainless steel high clearance linkage at both ends, steel drive shafts as well. Looks like we got a brass Injora skid plate. For suspension on this, we've got nice long travel oil filled shocks from Injora as well. These are the 52mm big bore oil filled shocks. Really nice suspension on this. Thing's got tons of travel, lots of flex on it. He's left the springs on it, which gets it a little bit of a high ride height. We'll see how that translates into performance, carrying the weight up high like that. Inside the buggy kit, it's hard to see. There's not a lot of room in here, but he's running the 50-sized brushed motor in there. He's got the purple Injora Pro brushed motor, one of my favorite brushed motors for the SCX 24. Great power plant. Running that is the Injora MB100 ESC, the brushed ESC. He's very cleverly tucked this right up underneath the hood here. It's up and out of the way, freed up room in the chassis. There's a very slick way of mounting that. I like that a lot. That leaves you plenty of room in the back to utilize the battery tray and keep the interior in this for an overall really clean look. So nice job, nice setup with this Injora rock buggy chassis here. Right, here we are on the 4-corner scales. Let's see what we got. So with the battery installed, 51% front, 49% rear, slightly biased to the right at 51%. Total weight of 604 grams on the money. All right, let's check out the RTI. Lots of travel on this thing, lots of flex out of it. I think we'll go right to the end. Yes, we will max out in the crazy crawl right at 23 on the RTI. On the side hill, let's see how this thing does. 35. Ooh, starting to lift already. You see that body starting to go. 45. 50. Oh, 55. Right at 55. Now the vertical. I'm pleasantly surprised with the side hill. Let's see how it does on the vertical. Long wheelbase should help it, although we're starting to lift with the shocks already. 50. 55. 60. 63 on the vertical. All right, guys, on the course with the 4-wheel steering buggy. This thing looks super rad. That light bar is super bright. I forgot how bright those lights are on this thing. Getting hung up a little bit here to start. There we go. That long wheelbase, those breakovers might be a little bit of a challenging. That's where the height brought about by those shocks is going to help us. See, able to cruise right over that. Ah, the ground clearance is good. Yeah, I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised with that. Getting wandering away from my line here. We'll go up the middle, I guess. See how these King Trekkers do on the tires. See how these King Trekkers do on the course. Hooked up pretty good there. Four-wheel steering, super effective. There's these tight gates like this one right here. Doing great through that section. Let's roll right into Mini Moab. We'll head up the escalator. The MB100 and that Pro motor are doing great together. Takes a little bit of getting used to coming from a brush setup that I've been running so frequently. But this combo works really well. Inexpensive and effective combo here. Getting some lift here. There we go. I think this thing should climb pretty well with the length of it. Just got to keep that weight down. Trying to find traction over there. I don't think I'm going to find it. Ooh, good catch. I think that was the line. Just got to find my way up there effectively. Could use a little bit more power. If this thing could run on 3S. I don't remember if that brush motor can run on 3S or not, but I just had a little more to bump up through there. There we go. Get the traction I needed there. Again, the slow crawl is really good for that brush motor. There we go. Nice. Let's see how it does coming down the chute. A little concerned about the lift from those shocks. It's actually doing pretty good. I didn't want to get pinched in there. What about the side hill? Sticking pretty well. No roll from those inserts at all. Able to stick it. I got a little twisted up there, no problem. And go up Hell's Gate. I'd be able to just pin it and win it with this thing going up there, no problem. Almost forgot how much I like this Buggy kit. I ended up selling my Buggy that I built. And driving this thing makes me miss it. It's a cool little kit. And the stretch wheelbase on this thing is super effective. It's doing really good. Get this thing navigate through there, no problem. Take one more spin up the canyon, and then we will get ready for our course runs for real. There we go, nice run. All right, last run with the Buggy here. Start the clock. I did throw a 3S pack in it, so I know the ESC will handle it. I think the brush motor will handle it, but Ryan, if I cook your motor, I will certainly buy you a new one. I think this is going to be the ticket. Just needs a little bit more wheel speed to get me through some of these situations. Just like that. I'm also finding that the King Trekker tires are not hooking up like I hoped that they would. It almost feels like they're too stiff. And I wonder if maybe the silicone inserts are blocking the venting, because I'm pretty sure those are vented wheels. But maybe venting the tires might help with some extra conformity in these things, because I know that the S5 compound and those soft inserts work really well. But I just feel like these are stiff, stiffer than I expected. So I would suggest trying that. Come into our second challenge line here, bonus line. I'm off track here. There we go. There we go. Nice. I don't want to go through the hot tub. I'm going to bypass the hot tub. It's tricky with this rig and the length. Get set up for the escalator. Like I said, that extra wheel speed really helping us out there. This is really tricky in this spot too. I gotta find traction but not hit that pin. Camera battery died right there. Okay, back in action. Oh, I do not want to hit that pin. Oh, there we go. Nice. Four-wheel steering should help us get squared away for the descent. There we go. This thing's nice and flat on the decline. Looking good there. That was good. Coming through there easy. Get set up for Hell's Gate. This has been harder than I expected. There we go. Keep that momentum up again with the wheel speed helping me out there. Still got good slow crawl on 3S. Look at this thing. Nice. I'll get squared away. We're in the home stretch, almost there. Get away from that edge there. Okay, I think we're good. Coming to the home stretch here, last gate. And through the gate, there we go, nice run. All right, great run here from Ryan's Class 3 Buggy. I've always been a fan of that Injora Buggy kit, and the aluminum panels that Ryan's put on here looked really, really good. I really dig the aesthetic of this truck. The way that he's got that thing stretched out did really good on the uphills and the downhills. The truck felt planted and did really good with the brushed motor setup. We haven't seen a lot of brushed motors in here, and the combination with the Injora Pro brushed motor and the ESC worked really well. A couple of shortcomings with this truck. I found that the King Trekker tires didn't hook up as good as I was expecting. It could also be the weight bias on this thing. It's 50-50, so maybe some more weight up front would help those tires sink down a little bit more, conform and grab, give us some more traction. Also, the Pro Steer axles from Injora, those are great axles, but I feel like they limit the steering angle. On a rig that's long like this one, even with the four-wheel steering, could benefit from some more steering angle from those axles. So the new Planet axles or a set of Mias axles, I think would really benefit this truck. Nonetheless, it did perform extremely well, putting up an overall score of -118, which actually tied it for second place, but due to timing of the runs, put it into third place, but it was close. So overall, great showing here from Ryan's Buggy. Guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think of this build and the competition thus far? And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you in the next video.